Welcome to the third video of Getting to Space, your channel about space exploration. On this video today we will be reviewing 5 options at our disposal to watch the now imminent SN11 flight. Which one is the best stream? We have Everyday Astronaut, What About It, Marcus House, SpaceX and Lab Padre. Of course that was a bit clickbait. I have to ramp up my channel. But spoiler, there is no such thing as the best stream. It all depends on what your preferences are. A bit like ice cream actually. What is the best? Vanilla? Strawberry? Chocolate? It all depends on your personal preferences, right? I also want to remind you that these live streams require loads of efforts from the content creators listed in this video. Every one of them and the teams is streaming and standing in front of the camera for hours. To be precise, more than 9 hours explaining, answering questions, keeping up with the details on the prototype, etc. etc. Also, the streams themselves are not free. If the video is provided by someone else, they have to buy it. If they use their own video, they have to buy the cameras, encoders, access to the net, etc. etc. So whatever stream you choose to watch, I would highly recommend you to at least like it, and better leave a comment to show them some love. If you can afford it, they will most likely appreciate a donation. But enough with the intro. Let's get on with my review of how to choose which live stream to watch a Starship flight. Let's first talk about Tim Dodd, aka the Everyday Astronaut. Tim is running his YouTube channel since 2017 and has almost 1 million subscribers at the moment I'm recording this video. He's already covered dozens of rocket launches and has made a lot of very thorough yet simple to understand videos about pretty much everything rocket related. His motto is bringing space down to Earth for everyday people. He is really dedicated to explaining what's happening on the screen with simple words, and thanks to his long experience, he is really good at it. The Everyday Astronaut is the largest channel on this list, and by far, this allows Tim to invest into what he is offering us, the viewers. And he went all in. He has his own set of cameras filming Starship flights, and a permanent second studio to record on location. Right after the launch, he offers a quick 4K slow-mo replay showing all the little details we might have missed on the live event. Before the launch, Tim spends most of his time answering viewers' questions live on camera, and like I've said, he's really good at it. I would recommend his streams if you or your kids don't know very much about space and want someone to guide you through all the physics involved. Felix Schlank started What About It almost 2 years ago, and his channel grew with his coverage of the Starship construction at Boca Chica, Texas. Therefore, he is really aware of every little detail concerning the Starship construction, the facilities, or the plans for the future development of Starship or Super Heavy. All that despite living on another continent, in Germany. That's because Felix knows where to find the information he's feeding us, gathering rumors, pictures, videos, and processing it to extract every interesting information. He then proceeds to show us his finding with stunning 3D animation, made according to his findings. Of course, people can ask him anything space or spaceship related, and his answers would be on point. But what would make me choose to watch his live coverage is all the good mood and interactions with the viewers. Twitter pics shown on screen, hype trains in the comments. You get a real launch party with Felix. As for the images, What About It mainly relies on Lab Padre's stream before and after the launch and on SpaceX's stream during the flight. Felix is not a native speaker, but his English is really good. Better than mine anyway, and that could make him easier to understand if you are not a native English speaker yourself. Marcus Haus opened his channel in 2016, even before the Everyday Astronaut. But he started out by playing space-related video games, mainly Kerbal Space Program, where he showed a lot of skill programming his virtual rockets to execute real SpaceX missions, demonstrating his proficiency in the technique used by SpaceX. Around 2019 though, he decided to switch to regularly commenting the space exploration from his home in Tasmania, Australia. Marcus' way of doing a live commentary is collaborative. He likes to have other people around him that have a variety of approaches to spaceflight to give the audience a broader image of the endeavor that is a Starship launch. During the last live event, you could hear from people as diverse as Joe Barnard from BPS Space, Neil Pork or Tony Bella, for instance. Joe Barnard runs the company BPS Space, and he has a YouTube channel where he creates, launches model rockets in various and innovative configurations. He also sells model rockets components on his website to inspire a new generation of space engineers or astronauts, etc., etc. Neil Pork and Tony Bella are among the 3D artists that produce those beautiful and extremely detailed renders that are extremely helpful in helping us grasp the construction details of a Starship and grabbing people's attention to the project pushed by SpaceX. If you want to hear what those persons have to say about the Starship while you're waiting for the launch, this is a stream for you. Marcus Haus uses Lab Padre on SpaceX's video stream, just as word about it. By the way, if that was really useful what I just shared with you, then I would really love it if you would give this video a like. Just click the like button and thank you very much. SpaceX's video stream is by far the more detailed stream you could get. The cameras are literally on the rocket, whether on the outside looking at the ailerons or inside the engine skirt, looking at the engines on the landing legs. Nobody can beat those images. They also feature a launch pad camera, a wide-angle view on the ground, as well as the stunning landing pad camera showing the falling Starship from below as it performs its belly flop and landing burn. Always a jaw-dropping moment, whatever the outcome may be. Coming along with the images is a commentary from a SpaceX engineer, briefly announcing every phase of the flight and the callouts from the control team, marking important events. If I were to stop there, you would ask me, why on earth would I want to watch anything else than the SpaceX stream? Well, you first need to understand that the Starship project is still in the prototype phase. Therefore, there are no predetermined precise launch hour or even date for that matter. SpaceX stream itself only starts only 5 to 6 minutes before the launch attempt, and if you are not watching the other streams, you most likely will miss it. Which is not what you want, is it? Secondly, the commentary is rather scarce, leaving the images speak for themselves. If you want to know what failed last time and what was changed as a result, you will not get it there. Lab Padre's channel is entirely dedicated to providing constant 24/7 video feed from the SpaceX facilities at the construction site as well as at the launch site. A total of 7 cameras including close-ups, wide angles, and a Predator-like thermal cam to see the Starship in great detail, at least when the weather allows. While the wide-angle and construction site views are interesting to follow the work and detail of each prototype, on launch day the real value, in my opinion, is the narrow-angle 4K camera. Don't expect a full-on audio commentary here though. The commentary is mostly about the technical details that can be spotted on the prototype and on the tank farm that help the specialists determine which boxes to tick on the pre-launch checklist, and therefore help them predict a rough estimate of the launch time. I would not recommend watching this feed if you just want to casually watch the launch, but I couldn't go through this video without mentioning Lab Padre, that goes through the struggle of providing us with all these cameras without interruption. They are the ones that provide almost everyone else with the raw material that, in turn, is transformed into an analysis, a 3D render, or a question to Elon Musk on Twitter. Big shout out to them. Now tell me, which stream are you going to follow? I want your personal preference in the comment below. Also, tell me if I forgot an important live stream that you would like everyone to know about. I would like to hear your suggestions. And this concludes today's video. As always, don't forget to subscribe if you want to be notified whenever I release a new video. I am still starting the channel right now, but I think I can keep up with 2 videos a week. I need to settle down for specific days.